And I referenced like the Walmart before. It's like Walmart's
Mhm.
everywhere. They're where the people are. People need things
Facts.
from, so deliver to them. The less you're delivering, the less you're going to be able to use your gifts and talents to
Yeah.
be able to help other people.
Mm-hmm.
And helping other people is how you're going to get to where you want to go. Everybody has big dreams and aspirations of doing and being, but you have to be, do, have. And so if you don't,
Yeah.
if you aren't, you can't do, so you can't have. So like when people are asking me questions, I'm like, have you done?
Yeah, we got DM Braxton in the, we got DM Braxton in the, we got DM Braxton in the classroom.
It's crazy how fast content moves from day to day, week to week, and month to month. It's like something you saw yesterday you can't find again, but you want to know more about it. You want to figure out how you can watch it again, or where is this clip? Actually, what you might need to do is start maximizing your content and figuring out how to use it more than once, because then the people that are looking for your content again can find it again. D,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
That's it. Welcome to the Content Classroom. Class is in session, and we're talking all about maximizing your content. Yep.
We got to figure out how to stick a bell there.
Yeah.
I probably already did it by now.
Oh, yeah. It's done.
When it comes to maximizing content, like where do people go wrong?
Exactly what you already said. You know, what we see, well, I think what we see a lot is, especially for folks who are not really content creators, but maybe they use content for their business or their brand to promote, market, whatever, is like they'll put out something that is actually like really valuable, really interesting or funny or whatever, really helpful, a good tip, and then like we'll never see it again. And so I think you said something really good, like the internet content, it all moves so fast that somebody might see it and love it, but then when they want to come back to it, they can't. It happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
I'll be on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see something I want to show my husband real fast, or show whoever's next to me, and then before I know it, my feed is refreshed, and I'm like, oh man, where'd it go?
Yeah.
But it's just the speed at which content moves. I think that is a big piece of it. Yeah. So to your point, content and everything moves so fast. And it's easy for your content to get lost. So you never just want to post it one time or in one place. But yeah.
Yeah. There's so many platforms. I think it's important for people to find what few platforms fits them best.
Facts.
And what they're going to be able to maximize. Because if you say, hey, I want to do TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, like, and all the various in between, you're going to get lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce because, first of all, like when we're talking about Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, their features are so similar.
Yeah.
They all do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think you're absolutely right. Like getting out of the mindset that you have to be everywhere, when you may not need to be everywhere. You may just need to focus in on a few, a couple, not even a few, like a couple, and maximizing those spaces to the people that are there.
I think that what's very important is YouTube for me, and I think YouTube in general is a very important platform, because if you make any type of long form content, the other platforms are just basically your billboards.
Yep.
And use YouTube as your, hey, let me sit down and make a 10-minute, an hour. People go live on YouTube for like 3 or 4 hours at a time.
Mm-hmm.
That's so much content to repurpose for your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube shorts, your Facebook Reels. Like,
exactly.
You can just repurpose the stuff. And then whatever the purpose, I think a lot of people forget about the purpose of content and why they're making it and what's the end goal. Some people just make stuff just because, but a lot of people that are doing successful things in business are building their content to their platform, to their network, to wherever it is they're building as a large structure. And I think find your structure and your purpose behind the content that you're making before you actually decide to sit down in front of a camera or microphone.
Exactly. No, I think you hit it on the head with that. Like understanding why you're making it in the first place will also inform how to maximize it well.
Yeah.
Because if you're just making it just to make it, then once you get a few like likes, comments, once you get your likes, your comments, your views on that piece, you're done because now you got your dopamine hit because it felt good that people saw it and people liked it. And once you pass that point, now you're thinking about the next thing when there's still so much you can do with that piece. One of the things that I've been doing a lot of, and I love that you brought up like YouTube and just going from long form to short form, because that's the easiest way to be consistent and to repurpose and maximize. Because like you said, like your Instagram, your TikTok, what other platforms you're on, those are the billboard for what you actually want people to be, where you actually want people to be going and watching a full length piece, a full length episode, a full length whatever. And then knowing that that full length thing serves a bigger purpose, whether that's, you know, like for you, whether that's like you want people to be, essentially you would want people to be coming to you for different services and coming to you for your expertise, right? And so putting out information that people can watch and see you as an industry expert, see you as an expert in your field, then they know like, oh, all I got to do is click that link to get on his calendar and get some work done, right? But it all started with that short form piece that led to the long form that then led to hopefully like a client or a project or something like that. But knowing from the forefront, like, this is what this piece of content is going to do. This is what I want to tell people. And this is how I'm going to use it in not just YouTube, but also on my other platforms where I'm at. That's major. One of the things I was going to ask you was when you're working with people and creating content, podcasts, you know, YouTube channels, all of that, building it out. How do you, what's the strategy or the plan that you give people for using content, more, like you said, like more than once? Is there a specific way that you do it that is helpful for folks that you work with?
So I think what I try to convey first is that the importance of the content and how expansive it's going to be, because you're going to essentially reach people by putting the thing out as many times as possible, way more than you will in your local area by just being in a place or talking to your local people. It's a whole world out here, and there's so many people that can be helped by your story and the content and information that you have to deliver. So once that's conveyed and understood, it now goes into, all right, this is the piece we're making. How do we maximize it on specific said platforms? But how do we maximize it to that specific audience? So things like catchy titles that have keywords and SEO searches to say, hey, this, and this targets this audience. And once you have that base audience in, they're going to tell their next people, and it's just going to keep building in that community. So by using tools like Answer the Public, like it's a great tool of typing a word in and seeing how that word is triggered throughout the internet. And then using AI tools to create descriptions for 30 different short form contents, or even using Opus Clip. Use the tools available, because that's going to save us time and give us more ability to create more content going forward.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So, you know, I'm definitely a fan of, so every month, at the end of each month, I'll go through, especially on like my different social media, I'll go through and I'll look at, you know, what clips hit the most, what did people resonate with the most, what topics, what, you know, what style, even
analytics,
running through the analytics, right?